Good morning, this is Dustin with Orlando Painters LLC. We're here at the Tool Residence in Orlando. It's kind of downtown area, kind of near Mills Avenue, downtown. Beautiful lake here, beautiful neighborhood. On Rose Isle Circle. Small little community here. It's just like a neighborhood with not very many houses. And then there's the back side there, and those are all lake homes as well. So it is March 14th, 2016, and here we are at another dock staining project for us. We do tons and tons of boat docks. I'll show you this dock here. Believe it or not, when I'm gonna show you this, this dock was stained not even a year ago. Look what it looks like already. This boat dock itself isn't very old, and it's been the customer said it's been stained 4 times. Look at it. Well, believe it or not, this is a semi-transparent stain on this decking, and it's pretty solid, almost to where it looks like a solid color stain, but it's not. It's peeling up all over the place. These all these pillars, pylons and stuff are just covered in spider webs and mildew and stuff, and it's definitely normal to have, to get a lot of spider webs on wood when you live on a lake. It's kind of automatic. It's even most houses that are on any kind of waterfront have those mud daubers and spider webs and all kinds of stuff. It's just likes to stick to everything. You can go to a house and see it all over, and then it's not even on waterfront, and then you end up noticing, right down the road there's a big pond or a big lake or something, and it just kind of the way it goes here in Florida around these lakes and ponds. You just get spider webs and mildew and stuff all over everything. So when you're doing these docks, you're really trying to find products that have a like mildewcides and algicides in them, or, already in the paint, or you can always add to it, so there's additives for that. This is a solid color stain here on the white, and then the decking here is a semi-transparent stain. And you can see that this solid color stain that they used, this is not even a year old, like I said. Obviously had no mildewcides or algicides in it at all. It wouldn't mildew that fast. It's not like you're in the shade. There's trees here, but the tree's way over there, so it's not like you're blocking sunlight. I'm not quite sure why it's mildewed so bad. Let me look at this post here. But at any rate, you can tell also here that whoever did it, I don't think it was the homeowner. It's probably a contractor. But you see, like, the stain, it's got 4 coats on it, and it just keeps peeling away. So what that tells me is this wood wasn't prepped properly. Because if it was prepped properly and the pores were open real wide, this stain would penetrate into the pores and you'd have proper adhesion. But now obviously you want to use water-based stains here in Florida, like I've stated in many other videos, that the use of non-eco-friendly products on our Florida waterways is against the law anyway. It is a lot easier to use oil-based stains and sealers. You basically have no wood prepping that you have to even do. Oil-based stains and sealers penetrate real good, real deep, without really any preparation. But you know, there's the drawbacks to using oil-based stains. It's more of a northern product. Up north, everyone uses oil-based stains and sealers up north, even oil-based paints. But Florida's a completely different animal, and you should never use oil-based stains and sealers on exterior wood structures at all. First of all, on water, it's against the law. You can't get anything into this water that's oil-based or solvent-based. You get caught, you're going to get yourself in a lot of trouble and pay big major fines. Plus, you don't want to do that to the environment anyway, do you? It dries way too hard for Florida's heat and sunlight. I mean, it dries real hard, so the sun just beats the heck out of a horizontal surface, and oil-based stains and sealers crack. So they'll crack and you'll start to see splitting. It'll look like like the back of an alligator or something on your wood. And also, if you think this is mildew in here, this is all water-based products. I've seen the cans, the leftover cans, and it's definitely a water-based product. Look how bad it's mildewing with the water-based product. Look at that post over there. Anything you see, and that black haze is on all this wood out here. And there's even, you know, you go down there on those posts, and they're all green down there. There's black on all of them. If this had an oil-based stain on it, this whole dock would be covered with mildew like something unbelievable. Oil-based stains and sealers are made with seed oils, which are food for mildew. So anytime you see a lot of mildew on an exterior wood structure, 99% of the time it's because somebody put an oil-based stain or sealer on there. And like I said, it's easier to use it because you don't have to really do any prep work. It's like kind of like the lazy man stain for Florida. You just spray it on. You can actually literally spray it on. You don't even really have to back brush through it or anything. Just spray it on and leave. But it doesn't hold. It doesn't hold up as well. It fades a heck of a lot faster. It attracts mildew and it cracks. So why would you use it? Now when you use water-based stains and sealers, you have to really prep the wood to get the water-based stain to penetrate as deeply as the oil-based stain. So when you're doing that, you have to know what you're doing. Now, I'm not saying you have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out, but just like in any trade, any type of business, there's tricks to the trade. And either you know them or you don't. Either you've been through it and you've been educated and you have experience, or you don't. And like in this case here, he's paid somebody 4 times to do this fairly new boat dock, and look what it looks like. So when he did his due diligence, and you know, he did his research, and he found my company, and we probably stain the most boat docks and decks in Central Florida, so we weren't hard to find. But when I gave him a price, he asked me, "Is that your best price?" And I'm like, "I give every customer my best price." He's like, "That seems kind of high." Yeah, it probably is higher than this last guy you had do it, but look what you got. You've done this 4 times over the last 5 years, and look at your boat dock. And that's why, you know, that's why my price seemed higher. But he won't be calling me next year with these problems either. So, but yeah, you just have to really prep this wood when you do use water-based stains and sealers. You just got to get them to penetrate into the wood. You got to open these pores up to their widest points, and then there's definitely a staining technique that you use. It's not like coming in here and, you know, spraying and back brushing through this. There's a lot more than that, and obviously I never make videos of the process. That's kind of a you sign a contract with me, we ink a deal, and I'll divulge all my information to you. But I never just make videos and show everyone all the secrets to doing this, because we can make boat docks last at least twice as long as any of our so-called competitors. But there's lots of tricks to doing it. There's from the products we use that we've tested and researched over the last 20 years. Not relying on some guy behind some counter who's never stained anything in his entire life to tell me what works. I know it works because we've tested everything. Every product on the entire market, from the internet to every hardware and big box store that there is. We've tested every single product. I know exactly what product works the best. Down from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What the best products are, what lasts the longest, adhesion wise, color retention wise. We've done all the testing, so I know. And then as far as the application process, it's totally different than any kind of application process that you would think of. It's a definite little secret that we have, but it really truly works. So now we're in Florida, and wood outside definitely has to get maintained. You know, it's a constant thing keeping up with wood boat docks. But there's nothing more beautiful on these you know, freshly stained, really good looking boat dock. You can put composite boards as your decking, and that's great, and you never really have to mess with it. I mean, you have to pressure wash it here and there, but it doesn't look nearly as good as stained wood. But the stained wood, you have to constantly keep up with it. But it's kind of like, it's a fine line. What you can have, you know, beautiful stained wood, or you can have that composite that looks completely solid. Looks good. Doesn't look as good as the stained wood, but you know, you don't have to mess with it either. So it kind of depends what you're looking for. If you're going to maintain it, if you're the type of person that keeps everything maintained, then the stained wood's the way to go. If you kind of just want to not mess with it ever, then get composite. But this is a simple dock. This is one of our smaller docks that we'll do. Good size, but we've done, you know, some huge ones. We've done one smaller than this. This is just a really, you know, pretty nice, good sized boat dock. But we'll be screwing back some of these boards. Some of those pylons, they have the 4 trim boards on the side. Whoever built the dock used nails. I would have used screws. Maybe it's faster to nail it, I don't know. But the nails always come back out, so we're gonna have to reset some nails. But we'll, anywhere there's loose boards, we'll actually screw it in for them before we paint or stain. When you screw these boards in, they don't ever really back out and come loose. When you have nails, they always come loose eventually. So we'll screw some of these loose boards back. We'll, a lot of this wood out here, a lot of these posts have big, huge splits in them. We'll fill all the splits before we stain. And then we're gonna do our cleaning. And the cleaning's gonna be, again, I don't talk about products. There's, you know, it's not like we come out here with chlorine or household bleach and start bleaching this. It's not what you use. It's a household bleaches, and chlorine is not what you should be using to clean your boat dock. I know there's mildew on there, but there is products that take that mildew off, that are eco-friendly. Thanks, man. And that don't cause corrosion to all your dock hardware and fasteners, which chlorine and household bleaches, they cause all your any metal fasteners or, you know, hardware that you have on this dock begin to rust because of bleach and chlorine. So there's a product out there that you can use that will clean this dock like nobody's business, but doesn't cause any harm to the wood fibers, the decking, or any of the dock hardware and fasteners. And then once we do that, we're going to put another, after we clean it all off real well, we're going to use another product, and we're going to really work on that with deck brooms and scrubbing it in, and then really thoroughly rinsing this boat dock off 2 or 3 times after we put this product on. It's all eco-friendly. We just want to open the pores of this wood to their widest points, so when we apply our stain, it penetrates into the wood as deeply as possible. It's not just the looks of the stain that we're looking for, that we're trying to achieve. We're trying to achieve, you know, really good adhesion, so we don't have this peeling paint and flaking paint like this last contractor. We want it to penetrate into the wood, you know, real deep, and we want a nice, beautiful, perfect, uniform finish. So that's what we're going to be working on today. He has some electronics up here, so he has a TV in there that we plastic off. He has speakers up there that we plastic off, a ceiling fan and light, cable box. So there was some electronics that we had to cover with plastic before we get into our cleaning process. But we'll clean this. It'll take, I've got 2 guys here right now. There's 2 more guys out front getting ready to come back here. They're getting some things set up, and they'll be back. There'll be 4 guys on here. It'll take a few hours to get this cleaned up the right way, 3-4 hours I guess, and then we'll let the boat dock dry out the rest of the day. It's pretty overcast, but obviously we're not doing any staining today, but we'll be back here in the morning to start staining. This is a one-day job. We'll have I'll put 4 or 5 guys, 6 guys maybe on it, knock it out in one day. We're just slamming with business. I got a few jobs going on every day. There's a few jobs that I got to go check on and stuff, so I'll put kind of overwhelm it with manpower tomorrow, so we can get in here, get it done the right way, and make it look perfect and get out of here. So, but again, this is Dustin with Orlando Painters, 407-267-5886. Thank you very much. It's Monday morning. Have a great work week, and I'll make a video when we're done so you can see our final results. Thank you very much.